We are live. Yes. Talk that talk, family. What it do? What it do? Welcome back to another edition of Talk That Talk podcast. I go by the name of Bacon. I got my co-host, co-producer, all that good stuff. My brother with me.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's your boy, Mr. Too Many Reasons
Yes.
himself. Little Tupac T. All eyes
Tupac.
on me.
All the eyes is not on you today, though. They on us. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna recap week 4, some big games from week 4, and we're gonna talk about this game-winning, emotional driven, up and down roller coaster game we just watched and saw, the Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. And then we're gonna talk about some week 5 predictions and what we can see going into week 5 and the NBA starting. Big trades, some major big trades happening. So we're going to get into that as well. But we got to start it off fire. We got to start it off hot. My man, Mr. Hodge, came in clutch with the game-winning OT touchdown. Woo! I want to hear your thoughts because I'm an Atlanta fan. You know what I'm saying? So I want an unbiased opinion right now. You picked the Bucks tonight. And then when we get into picks, fam, I just want y'all to know your boy Baker's up 10. I had one of the greatest weekends of Talk That Talk pick history. And I know my boy Reason's like, God dang it. I got to win. It's like, I think I may be like, Reasons may be the Buffalo Bills right now in the when it comes to winning the big ones. They just we'll talk about that later. But let me hear your thoughts, man, on tonight's game, man. What's your thoughts, brother?
It was a good football game. A good back and forth battle. This is a highly contested game that I expected. That's why I picked the over. I was anticipating a game like this, a shootout, nice high scoring game, and it lived up to what I anticipated. I just think overall, like Todd Bowles, like he always coaches from a defensive mindset.
Yeah.
And those kind of coaches, it don't always work out if you just don't have an aggressive kind of personality because you just always feel that I'm a defensive guy and my defense is always going to bail me out. You're looking at this game and the Bucs defense is getting torched.
Yeah.
Even though Atlanta wasn't always converting and doing everything,
right,
the Bucs defense is still getting torched. And so because your defense is not playing well, as a coach, as a head coach, you got to think more aggressively.
Right.
Like you got to think like when we get the ball back, we need to go score. Why I don't need to put my defense back on the field because they haven't been playing well tonight. Sometimes it's just not your night, and you got to accept that and do something different. And like I said, they had that second down, and they had an opportunity to throw a shot play, and they called the little fake run to a screen. And when in my head, and we was talking about it, yes, it's not on the defensive coach, but he's the head coach.
Yeah.
And to me, you're going to echo, be aggressive, or hey, just don't turn the ball over. Let's make sure we punt it. They run timeout, that kind of stuff. If you saying be aggressive, when Baker come out that play fake, he's thinking shot first to check down because the check down was going to be there regardless. The check down wasn't going nowhere. It was like a damn near like a screenplay.
Yeah.
So you go boom, shot first to check down. When Baker got it and turned his head, his head went straight to the check down. He never even looked up to see if Mike Evans was going to be open.
Yeah.
But that's what you're supposed to check, and that's what you will echo. Be aggressive because when you tell them to be aggressive, they're going to think shot, then dial it back down. But to me, he was like, we just going to rely on the defense. And you only need to give up. They only needed 3. So it's like, I just can't respect it. But good shout out to the Falcons, man. 5 games, 5 one-score games, and 3-2 in those situations. But, playing like the Cardiac kids, come back to bite your ass at some point.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. First, to go back with the point with the Baker Mayfield, I think that with the Baker Mayfield play, they're playing for 3 because it's a one-possession game instead of, I understand you want to be aggressive, but, you're not thinking that play is going to be super wide open. I'm just calling this play. You're thinking, all right, let's stay in field goal range. We're already in field goal range. Let's kick the field goal.
They wasn't in field goal range. He was that holding penalty pushed him out. That's why they ended up punting it to you.
So you're thinking about the holding penalty, right? After that holding penalty, did the screen. Usually you do the screen to pick up some more yards to get you closer to getting field goal range. The man didn't hit like 350 yarders tonight. So they trying to get it into his range, go up by 6. We don't got no timeouts. It's not enough time for us to win the game. So I understand that. I definitely understand that. I understand the defense on both ends. Our defense was atrocious. We made some plays here and there, but we had an abysmal game. And even though we was able to dodge the bullet today, there's some things that I just don't understand with our play caller and our offensive flow. First and foremost, you got one of the most explosive, high octane back, and he's not in the game in pivotal moments. Bijan is on the bench on pivotal moments. Look, I love my boy. I love our backup. I think he's great. I think he does what he's supposed to do, but he's not the explosive back. He's the big down back. Hey, I'm gonna get you 5, 6, or whatever. But he has to get downhill. You get what I'm saying? He's like he's not as fast as Derrick Henry, but he reminds me of Derrick Henry. Once they get going, it's like, all right, I don't want to tackle this dude. When you get him before he get going, that's when you got a chance to stop him. And to not see Bijan on the field both times, and then they finally put him in the game, and then even in the overtime, he wasn't even in the game. And so I'm like, what are we doing? It's like we kill ourselves on drives, and I know we won, and I'm excited about the win. I'm very excited about my boy KahDarl. He made a big play. My man London had a great game. Kurt had a solid game. He had a solid game. Made great throws. Some throws here and there could have got back, but overall, great game as a quarterback. Distributing the ball. Kyle Pitts finally.
100 yards.
Huh?
100 yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had a great game. Kyle Pitts finally showed up. He was a great facilitator today. But I do feel like the offensive play calling takes us out of our rhythm. It's like sometimes you're like, all right, we run the ball. We got 4 yards. Why are you running it again? Like, we've been killing them in the air. They don't have no DBs. Their 2 starting DB safeties is out. You got their corners. They can't stop us. They can't cover us, and you're gonna make it easy for them by continuing to run the ball. Like I understand balance, but it was some plays I was like, bro, why are we running the ball? You making us more predictable. You're putting us in predictable situations, and we was able to get away with it today. But against a great team, that is going to come back and bite us in the butt. And it's been like that for the past season. I mean, not for the past season, but for this entire season. Inconsistencies. Like you see Spurs, even last week when we did win the game, it was like, bro, what are we doing? Why are we, bro, be aggressive. Why are you kicking for the field goal? Go and win the game. Try to go win the game. Don't try to get aggressive when we have to. Stay aggressive if you know you got somewhere. We got big receivers that really people can't cover like that, especially in today's NFL. But at the end of the day, we got the dub. I was excited about the grit we showed. Our defense, even though we've been bending a lot, we probably going to be damn near at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to stopping a run, number one, and we can't get no pressure. We blitz so much. I never saw a team that blitz so much and is at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to sacks. We get no defensive pressure. It's like Baker was in that thing like, and even when he ran, he was getting like 20, 30, 40 yards.
Baker was Cam Newton.
So our defense is our Achilles heel. We really don't have a defender. We don't have a solid defense right now. Our anchor didn't even play today, but even with our anchor, we still struggle defensively. We're lacking speed. We're lacking that power in the trenches. Jared is a dog, but since he tore his ACL, he's been a shell of himself. He showed you spurts. And then we have what's my man name from the New England? I keep forgetting his name. Judon. He ain't do nothing yet. He just ain't did nothing. We picked him up to be a pass rusher, and he really ain't helped us as much as we thought. But I thought all in all, look, at the end of the day, we won the game. But there are a lot of things that I see that can hurt us in the long run. moving forward. Hey, at the end of the day, a win is a win. We 3-2. We still got some time to fix some things up. I love Moody. I think that for Kurt, Moody is his go-to, and he likes London. London get his London is the guy, but Moody is the dude though. Like Moody is our big playmaker.
It's Mooney.
Mooney. I said Mooney.
Mooney.
I said
Moody.
Mooney. But Moody, he gets you in the mood. He gets you in the mood, man. My boy Moody.
Yeah, I picked him up in fantasy.
Yeah, he's eating today. He's been eating, and that was a good pickup. That was really a good pickup. I didn't know he was gonna be like that for us. I ain't gonna hold you, but he's becoming a dog for us, and I appreciate what he's doing. And I like the potential. I do see defense is probably gonna be the thing that keeps us from winning more games or even getting to the playoffs, because we have to figure out our identity on defense because we don't have one. We really don't. We got some dogs in the safety, and our DBs can't really cover like that, and we really not getting no pressure up front. So right now, our defense is going to be our Achilles heel this year, and we're going to have to try to outscore people, and that's not always going to be the case, especially when we play against a great defense that can get some good pass rushing, because our offensive line is hurting. We are struggling. But all in all, we won the game. Big dub. I'm happy. We're tied for the division. We beat the Saints. We beat the Bucks. We play them in 3 weeks. It's gonna be a tough game going to Tampa Bay to get it done. But anyway, game-winning drive. London gets hurt. My man KahDarl Hodges took advantage of the opportunity to score the game-winning drive. At first in my head, I'm like, is he really that fast, or are these people just that tired? You know what I'm saying? Because he just it wasn't even like a bomb. It was like a 5-6 yard. Great pass by Kurt, put it on the outside shoulder. Man hit a move, turned up the field. I'm like, if he's that fast, why he ain't playing a lot more? You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, is it me or am I tripping? If you see somebody,
he's a special teams guy.
I feel you, but come on, you feel what I'm saying, Reese? If you see a dog running like that, you like, why he ain't playing? But all in all, great game. Rise up. We 3-2, baby. I'm excited to see what we do. We got Carolina, a winnable game. We can't let up. We gotta win that game. That'll gotta be the game where we gotta come in and execute on all fours, running, special teams, and offense and defense. And then we go 4-2, and we got pure lead of our division right now, because the Saints played Buccaneers next week, I believe. They played the Bucs next week. So that's gonna be another rivalry. So somebody gonna take a loss. You know what I mean? So somebody got a potential to be, 2 losses in the division, and that's really, really great for us. Anyway, man, let's get into some Week 4 recaps, man. Let's talk about y'all Raiders. Before we get into y'all Raiders game, we definitely got to talk about your man. So people, you said leave Devontae alone, but I guess somebody was on the right track when they was talking about he really ain't happy and he looking for a trade, and now Devontae is asked the Las Vegas Raiders to be traded. How do you feel about that? You a Raider fan? You a Raider faithful? What's your thoughts?
I got a lot of emotions behind this, Bake, man. Like, it's one of those things where, talking to the homies, everybody just always coming at me about this Devontae Adams situation. Devontae will get traded. Devontae's unhappy, blah, 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 blah. And as a real Raider fan, like, I'm watching every Devontae clip you can find all the time. And every clip I have watched has been, I'm happy, I want to be here, I'm good, you feel me, looking forward to this year. I seen him when they did the premiere of the receiver, they was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, man, he was like, I'm really excited about this season. I just want us to get off. He said, what are the expectations? He said playoffs. He said, but we need to get off to a good start. And not having to play catch up. We got a lot of good pieces. I'm excited. Every interview I see, he came out and debunked D-Jack's thing where D-Jack said he was unhappy. And he came out like, I ain't even talking to Sean Jackson like that. I ain't even talking about, every single interview, babe, that I see him having when he's on Club Shay Shay. You feel me? Like every single interview, he's good. Yeah. So as a fan, and then again, the man is saying, take me for my word, because if I want out, if I feel like I'm going to end up saying it. So I'm like, look, I believe he good, because if he not, why wouldn't he just say it?
Yeah.
You feel me? If he not, this is the off season. Why not try to leave during the offseason?
Yeah.
I told my pops, I said, look, when Carr left, and if Devontae wanted to leave, I would have understood. Right. Because we know why you came to Vegas. You came to be with your boy.
Yeah.
And for your boy to leave, and then them bring in Jimmy Garoppolo, and you see that don't work out.
Right.
Then Josh McDaniels gets fired.
Right.
You, throughout the course of that season, we end up going 5-4. We showed real promise. You was an AP supporter because that's who you wanted. They get AP, right?
Right.
Then we go into the offensive coordinator situation, Bake. They hire a guy that worked with Devontae in Green Bay. Right. That's your guy. Then, Bake, on top of that, we bring in, through our coach, we bring in your wide receiver coach that you wanted.
Yeah.
So we've catered everything to the man.
Right.
We only 2-2.
Right.
And if we being frank and honest, he's had some crucial drops throughout this season that was been pivotal in games.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like, what did you own and why are we here?
Yeah.
Because the reports came out that he requested a trade last week, but didn't really press the issue. And then all of a sudden this week, you requesting the trade. And then you went on the show on Tuesday or Monday talking about you ain't talked to the organization. You don't know what the organization going through. Whoopty, 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 whoop. And I'm just like, like, what we really doing, bro? You feel me? Like what's really up? And so, you know, like when you talk to the homies, everybody got their opinions. Everybody want to make it seem like I'm just this delusional Raider fan and I don't see the writing on the wall. And they like, oh, it's funny because he gonna play public figure and Aiden O'Connell he believes. And it's just like, why would I not believe the man? I don't know him to say like he's a liar. Devontae ain't, you feel me? So it's just like, it's just one of those situations where I don't know. But on the flip side of it, I definitely wouldn't send him anywhere he want to go. I told the homies, I said, look, I'm looking for the best offer.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking for the best offer for anywhere you want to go.
Right.
So if they can't give me the offer that I want, you going to be chilling. You either going to play or stay fake hurt, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then we're going to progress and we're going to move forward. We can cut him at the end of this year because he's here. This is the last year of his guaranteed money. So we can cut him. We have a little dead cap, but it won't be too expensive. And then he could try again next year, and we can too. Yeah. And that's just how I look at it. Like I wouldn't, because it's become messy, and to me, you could have left a long time ago. Yeah. No, I'm not acquiescing and looking out for you. I'm just not.
I think with the Devontae Adams situation, I'm going to keep it a stack. I think with the Devontae Adams, he probably did want to stay, and he was optimistic. But I think the inconsistencies of your quarterback play has gotten him to the point.
But mate, how are we inconsistent when heading into last week, Gardner Minshew was like 5th in passing yards? Like we're 2 and that's in 3 games. Like we were at the time we were 1 and 2.
I feel like when it comes to Devontae, he wants to be involved and he don't want to be a decoy. And even
but that's not what he. But mate, not to cut you off again. That's not what he has said. Devontae has said this, and this is on Club Shay Shay. Everybody go look at it. To me, it's not always about the yards. It's about the how and what are we doing and how productive are we being. So if he's averaging, I feel like in the Charger game, he had like 5 catches. He had about 8 targets. In the Ravens game, he had about like 12 targets. He had like 9 catches and a tud. In the Panther game,
and he enjoyed that game. Like, he you could tell when he felt like he's involved. It's not about necessarily the yards. It's about the usage and utilizing him when he want, like in the plays that he feel like he wants to go down as like the Justin Jeffersons, the Jamar Chases, the Tyreek Hill. He wants to be in that category. So he wants to have. It's not about the necessarily yard. It's about just the opportunities that he want to have. He wants to be the focal point of the offense.
But I'm telling you, as a person that has watched every snap of all 4 games, I haven't missed a snap. Have not for the most part, especially on offense. He is heavily involved in what we're doing. You ain't gonna get every target, bro.
I know, but he a part
especially
of him.
Especially when we got the young tight end that's balling because you're drawing coverage.
Yeah,
So
100%. And I think the losses, I think the loss, he feels like, I think what it is, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to give you a real reality thing. It feels like for him, like he can see the trajectory of where this is probably about to go. And it's like a relationship. Like you're like, all right, I want to be here. I want to make things right. I want to, this is where I'm here for the long term. But you start seeing those same situations that drive you crazy, that rubs you the wrong way, where he like, I see the writing on the wall. We about to be playing some struggle football. We probably going to be chasing again, and we may not even make the playoff just by how it's looking. It's not looking like a dominant fashion, right? Because even with Green Bay, it wasn't like he was getting the ball every single time. It was just like the way they was winning was dominant at times where it made him feel like, all right, we got a chance to take it somewhere. I think with him, he feels like it's about to be same story, different song.
So you gonna go to the Jets, who just lost 10-9 to the damn Broncos, and
But he about to play with Aaron Rodgers. You know Aaron Rodgers gonna get that man involved. You know Aaron Rodgers about to make. If he goes to the Jets, they gonna be a problem because Aaron Rodgers gonna make that boy. He gonna make him Devontae.
But the Jets offense, if you watching Jets games, their number one receiver just this week came out and said we lack creativity on offense. Yeah. That's what their number. Garrett Wilson came out and said that we lack creativity on offense. So you can go to the Jets. That's the same record as the Raiders with the same situation.
Hey, but like, if you got Wilson and you got Devontae and you got A-Rod, that ain't gonna lack that much creativity. Eventually, they're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
But that's still you getting there. How many weeks is it gonna take for you to figure out?
And I think okay, put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way. Do you have more faith in Minshew or do you have more faith in Aaron Rodgers? If you was a player.
As a player, it would be A-Rod because A-Rod is proven.
And I think that's what it's more like. I don't think he trusts his quarterback.
And here's the thing. I'm glad you want Aaron Rodgers. That don't mean I'm sending your ass there. You don't get to control this, pimp.
I feel you. I feel you.
I would honestly play hardball because you could have been left if you was unhappy.
I don't think he wasn't unhappy all the time. I think if you watch the receiver,
yeah. But this is where you have to stick it out. This is where you got to stick it out because now you causing turmoil and you causing drama that we like I said, if we were 0-4, I wouldn't even say nothing.
I hear you. I get you, big dog. Hey, look, I understand what you're saying. I get you. You like, bro, why you starting stuff? Like we ain't been playing the greatest football, but we in the mix. We are in the mix.
Like, listen, this
anything
week
is possible right now. It's a winnable game.
We got the Broncos, winnable game, right?
Very winnable game.
Following week, I think it's the Steelers.
Yeah.
I don't think they're world beaters. They're good,
another winnable game. All these games are winnable games.
Think about this. Then after that, it's the Rams.
Winnable game.
Then we get the Chiefs, but that's a division rival. And the last time the Chiefs lost was to who?
Yeah.
Was to us. You feel me? So our next 4 games, say we go 3-1 our next 4. That puts us at 5-3.
Yeah.
After the first 8. We right in the this is what you said you wanted to be. We right here in the thick of things.
I think he don't have faith in Minshew. I think he wants to go to a more faithful quarterback.
And not having faith is cool. So you sit your ass right here until we find something that benefits us. And not benefit you.
Yeah. No, we're going to be following this as we go, but it's about to get ugly. It looks like it's about to get ugly. And shout out to you.
Or they can mend fences and everything will be good. Because we've seen that happen too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think he wants out. I think his mentality, his mindset is not locked in. And I think even with the pivotal drops, I think that's with Devontae, he don't really drop pivotal catches. But I think mentally he's not there. I think he's trying to be the company guy. He's trying to be like, no, I want to be here. But I think deep down inside right now, he's at the point where look, we ain't got no quarterback. I think if y'all had Penix, I think he would stay. I think if y'all had got Michael Penix, he would have stayed because he believes in that guy. That guy got a future. But I think with Minshew and the other guy, he like, I don't. I'm not liking what it's looking like. It's looking like we're about to be struggling again, yet again. Offense not flowing, offense not moving. But even with that, y'all found a way to beat the Cleveland Browns, man. What's your thoughts on that game? It was a gritty game, ugly game, but y'all was able to figure out a way to get done. The defense played amazing again. Y'all defense been some dogs, and I really appreciate what y'all do defensively. I think if y'all had a quarterback, y'all be a top 5 team in the NFL for sure.
I mean, I like to win. Like I said, when I'm watching these games, I don't feel that it's Gardner Minshew's fault. Like, he's not putting the ball in harm's way. He's not turning the ball over like that. Like,
Yeah.
he ain't the one fumbling. Zamir White then fumbled against the fumbled against the Ravens.
Yeah.
And he came out here fumble again against the Browns. Like, Minshew ain't playing bad. I feel like he's quarterbacking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what more do you want from him overall. You feel me? Like, he's not out here putting up crazy numbers, but he's quarterbacking. He ain't putting us in harm's way.
Yeah.
You feel me? And he's only doing what's being called at times too, because you know me, creativity. How creative are we? Are we just lining up to where people can just, oh, they about to run this, or they about to run? Are you doing different things? So, like I said, man, I was happy with the win. Glad we back to 500.
Yeah.
Got a division game against the Broncos this week.
Tough
team
game.
we ain't lost to. Didn't beat the Broncos like 9 straight times. Right?
They tough. They tough. They
tough.
They
are
tough.
They definitely tough. So we gonna see what's up, man. But like I said, man, I'm happy about the squad. Got a good win. And we on to the next week.
Yeah. But let's focus on some of these games. This past week, Jaden Daniels is here.
Yeah, he's here.
He is here. We talked about him a little bit last week, but he is here. He should be, I feel like, in my opinion, at least in the conversation with MVP race right now, just early in the season.
I mean, he's having basically the same way C.J. Stroud went off last year. It's kind of the same way he's looking.
He's looking amazing right now. Still a lot of football to play, but they was able to dog the Cardinals. I
was not expecting them to dog.
They
Cardinals been playing well.
I know, and they put a dog whip. I'm telling people right now, the Washington Commandos is a team to watch out for. They reminded me of when they had RG3 back in the day. When they start, like, it's
his rookie year.
It's different when you have a quarterback that you can buy into and believe in, and they believe in that young stud. I think all they got to do is make sure they keep him healthy, protect him, make sure if he's running, he slides, because I know sometimes he get himself in trouble trying to be Superman. Look, them boys is 200 and something pounds running 4.5, benching 500 pounds, god dang it. Get your butt on the ground. But I love his trajectory right now. He's looking amazing. I think he threw for 4 touchdowns last week. 4 touchdowns, over 300-something yards. Just made it look easy, though. Like, this is a rookie making it look easy. And you would think, man, it's the Cardinals. Cardinals play football. But he did it to the Bucks, the Bengals, too. Did it to the Bengals, too. And he's just finding ways to win games, man. And I like what I see in that stud. They was able to get a dub. What's some games that stood out for you?
I mean, the way the Ravens kind of handled the Bills is very stood out. You know, the Bills came in as the talk of the town.
I told you.
The Ravens stood on business.
I told you.
Feel me? Stood on business.
The Bills ain't played nobody yet, man. You didn't believe me. I said I don't play. That's why I picked. That's why I went with the Ravens, because I knew you going into Baltimore and they struggle against Derrick Henry. They have a Derrick Henry problem. The man, and you know what's sad? I'm sad that they didn't give my man the ball for 200 yards. Like,
you got to get him.
Why you gonna throw the ball to him on a third and something and not just let him?
Well, he didn't have 200 at that time. That one right there, he wasn't at 200 yet.
No, it was a lot. It was
touchdown.
No. They threw the ball to him in the fourth quarter. I think he needed 2 yards, and they threw the ball to him on a third down. I like, bro, let the man get 200. You know how hard it is to get 200 yards in a game? Like, get a man 200 yards, man. That was the only gripe of that game. You going to throw the ball to him on a 3rd and 1 when all he needs is 1 yard to get – come on, man. But, bruh.
You know, the Buffalo game, that was very interesting, how the Ravens handled them. The Colts, that was a good game. That was a trap game for the Steelers You got to go in there with a different kind of focus, and they let the coach get out to a big lead, but Justin Fields showed me a little something.
Yeah.
Because he had the pass to come back and win and make it competitive, and he was able to distribute the ball. Look like he's growing.
Yeah, he's always been a good quarterback, dog.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but it just looked like he's not just using his feet to run. It was like he's getting out the pocket. He's keeping his eyes downfield.
Yeah.
He's making passes. He's making throws. So that was kind of like the games that I kind of stood out to me overall.
No. And then
that Lions-Seahawks game was pretty exciting.
That was a very good game. A game that we both broke even because we both said the same team. But what a game that was. The Seattle is for real. They are here to be reckoned with. They just got off to a bad start. They got off to a really, really bad start, and they couldn't cover the spread. And then Detroit, they just found ways. They found a way to win the gritty game.
Golf went perfect.
Yeah, they went perfect. They almost choked the game away. Trying to be perfect. Instead of just throwing the ball away, you take a safety, which was crazy to me. And then that's how I lost my fantasy because they gave the ball back to freaking Metcalf, and they beat me by 1 point. I literally lost the fantasy by 1 point. Like, it was probably one of the greatest weekends. My team won. I whooped your butt in picks. And then I was 1 point away from having a 3-point, like a straight sweep type of weekend, which was crazy. But hey, God said no. He had to humble me, so it's all good. I can take it. It's all good. But for real, to see some great football, it's been some great football. But sad news to say, my man Rice might be put on ice. I don't know if did they confirm it's an MCL tear or
they haven't confirmed. I just know they placed him on the IR.
Yeah,
which means he's gonna be out for a minute. That didn't look good.
And he got hurt by his own player, which is tough.
And the crazy thing is, babe, I feel like and I don't want this to sound bad, but
I know what you're about to say. I think I know where we're going with this.
Yeah, like you got a lot going on this offseason, pimp.
Yeah.
And you basically walked away from that clear as day. Like, did nothing happen to you?
Yeah.
And, like sometimes you got to get humbled. You got to get sat down so you can start realizing, like, that's how fast something can be taken away from you.
Yeah.
You out here willing and dealing, making decisions, doing things in the off season, just kind of doing stuff off the cuff, not really processing what you're supposed to be doing. And sometimes, man, and it's unfortunate that it happened because he on my fantasy team and he was balling.
No, he was cooking. He was about to have a great season. And I think that case it wasn't over. It was still in the process. They were still going to do something and do some disciplinary.
And we don't know what's going to happen now. So it's just like it's just one of those situations. And Bank, here's the craziest thing. Do you know? And this is very random. His mom has been caught on a ring cam stealing somebody's boxes with his jersey on.
Damn. It wasn't. You sure they was stealing somebody's boxes? It wasn't her.
Hey, okay. Oh, look.
They didn't deliver it to the wrong house.
No,
I don't even want to see it, man. That's tough.
Nah, you going to see this?
Well, why didn't
Yeah, one of the homies sent it.
Like, his mom's like under the influence or something, or
Nah.
How you know? Did it say she was under the influence? We don't know. It don't make sense to steal boxes when your son play in the NFL.
Babe,
that makes no sense to me.
I just sent it to you.
I understand. I'm just saying it makes no sense to steal boxes when your son play in the NFL. Reason it don't make no sense. It literally. It don't make break. Moms is accused of stealing a package with Chappelle Rion record from a neighbor's porch. What is Chappelle Rion?
I don't know. I can care less about what the thing is. It don't look good, babe. Look at Moms. And Mom did the back and forth thing. Like, is that there? I'll go ahead and slide this and get up out of here.
That's one of those things you can take the brother out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the brother. In this case, it's Mom's. Mom's like, hey, I'm still streets. I'm still on that street type. I see a box, ain't nobody's picking it up, bro. I'm snatching it up, man. Now you're a mom. And look, I ain't the type of dude to try to kick your brother while he's down. That is some nasty work to see your mom's on camera stealing when you in the NFL. That makes no sense. But I think she was under influence. I see a cup in her hand. I think she was faded, dog. I think she was faded.
I'm not making no excuses for mom.
I'm not making no excuses, but I'm just saying I think she was faded. I think she was under influence. And she wasn't thinking logically, man. Don't make no sense. Your son is in the NFL. Whatever you just stole, he can afford at least. But anyway, man, I pray for the young man. That the Chiefs, again, injuries. Next man up mentality. I wonder who's going to be that next man up now that you lose your go-to wide receiver. You got Pacheco out as well with an ankle.
Hollywood Brown out.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown out, Pacheco out with a broken fibula.
Yeah. So you got a lot of big. You got a lot of folks that's out right now. I wonder how they're going to figure out a way to win these games. This is a good opportunity for Worthy to step up and be a pivotal point. And then Kelsey, they're never out of it when they got Kelsey, even though he's not having his best productive year as of yet. But, hey, that dude is a walking Hall of Famer, and I think they'll figure it out. And look, I'm going to tell you one thing that I see with the Chiefs. I haven't seen them be the dominant Chiefs that we've been accustomed to. Every game they've been winning has been some very, very close games. Dog fights. And I'm not accustomed to seeing that with the Chiefs. Every game. So they're not this, oh my God, the Chiefs are
not a juggernaut.
They're not the juggernauts that they once been known. And I don't know if they're going to have enough to three-peat this year. I think they're very winnable. They are very, you could beat them. They're beatable. They're very beatable this year, man. And the team that I'm looking at right now that's looking like some dogs if they stay healthy, Minnesota Vikings, man.
Oh, yeah. We talked about them last week.
I know we did, but they just looking real good, dog.
They went out to Green Bay and did what they need. They almost choked that off.
Yeah, they almost choked that off for no reason. They didn't even have to do all that. But they dogged them. They've been dogged, and I'm wondering to see what they're going to do against the Jets.
Hey, listen. This could be a trap game.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
Because it's like, can Brian Flores confuse Aaron Rodgers how he's been confusing all these other QBs? I mean, he had Jordan Love, though, 3 interceptions last week.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But Jordan Love ain't healthy. He's not healthy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but he's been having quarterbacks
flustered,
seeing different stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me? With the defensive scheme. He had one defensive scheme last week, bro, that they had showed like on film where the safeties walked into the box. You had like 9 in the box. And at the snap, the safeties took off back to cover 2. I'm like, do you know how far of a run them brothers have to go?
Yeah, man. But they got some dogs. They got some dogs over there. That's like some NFL Madden type stuff where you got everybody up. You like, what coverage y'all niggas running? And then next thing you know, you like, oh, they in the zone. And you think you got to get it out hot. You end up throwing a pick because you like, they playing the zone. They not even in the man. But you got to make sure you do the motion because sometimes you can get them that way. But no, Minnesota's looking like a team to be forced to be messed with. And I think they got a chance, man. They got a chance. I ain't gonna hold you. They got a very, very strong chance because it's something about everybody else right now. Everybody else is looking like very inconsistent. Like it doesn't matter except for Minnesota. Every other team in the league has been up and down. Right now, it's still early, but it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's like,
think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it sets up a great season because it's a lot of parity right now. It really seems like it's a lot more parity in these teams as of right now. A lot can change, but there's only one dominant team right now, and that's Minnesota, and that can change in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I think these first 4 weeks you're starting to see like the non-preseason game playing stuff.
Yeah.
Where everybody's still just trying to figure out who we are. Like practice is practice.
Right.
But live game reps is live game reps. And, with everybody opting not to play in the preseason, which is damn near about to make the preseason obsolete at some point.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's just very interesting. Very interesting. But 4 weeks in, you got a lot of teams at 2-2.
Yeah.
I don't. Do we have who's winless still? Trying to figure out.
You got the Minnesota. You got the
I
Chiefs.
said winless. Ain't won a game.
And won a game. You have
Jaguars.
Jaguars. No, I think they won. I thought they won. No, they did. They lost. They lost.
I think
Very
it's
two close games.
I think it's only the Jags.
I think the Jaguars are the only team that ain't won.
Yeah, Jaguars are the only team. They ain't won a game.
Yeah, let me see standings right now.
Because the Titans just won.
Yep, Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars are the only winless team.
Yeah, so it's crazy because usually you have multiple winless teams at this point.
Yeah.
But the Jags, I picked them to go to the playoffs, and they not looking real good for me right now. And,
Trevor Lawrence is a fraud. Just got to call it what it is.
I ain't gonna say all that. He's just having a rough season.
Listen, Bank. Do you know if you was to put Daniel Jones and Trevor Lawrence next to each other?
Yeah.
Stats, wins is identical. And how do people talk about Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
They talk bad about the man.
Yeah, but I think because, Trevor Lawrence got them boys to the playoffs.
Yeah. And Daniel Jones got the Giants to the playoffs.
I mean, if you look at it right now, he has.
And they both got one playoff win.
No, he got 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's not bad.
Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
Listen, babe.
He's been sacked 12 times, Reason. In 4 games, he's been sacked 12 times.
So in 4 games, he's been sacked 12 times.
Yes.
That was 3 times 4.
Was 3 times 4? What do you mean 12?
Oh, exactly. So that means you're getting sacked probably 3 times a game. That ain't a lot.
That's a lot.
That ain't a lot. I mean, listen, babe. I'm paying you $60 million.
I hear you.
Babe. These quarterbacks making too much money.
I hear you.
Taking up too much of the cap to be in 4 games. In 4 games, you got 4 touchdown passes, babe. That's good. If the sacks is bad, then what we saying about touchdown passes?
Man, well, look, if you're looking at the league right now, let's keep it a stack. I like the league.
The scoring is down.
The
scoring is down in the league all the way around.
Yeah, all the way around. Like a lot of people ain't really scoring like that,
No.
And so I understand that. Like,
but they winless and not scoring. It's a difference when you like the Chiefs and you're not scoring, but you're 4-0. It hit different.
How many seasons he played? He's been in here.
This is year 5.
Year 5. So let's look at year 5. All right. So look, the first year he went 12-17. Didn't have the best year, right? He threw for 3,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Second year, look, it's not bad. 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 4,000 yards. Okay. Then the third year, he played in 16 games. He played 21 touchdowns. He threw 14 interceptions. Right now, he got 4 tubs, 1 interception. Now, let's go to Daniel Jones. Let's go to your boy DJ.
Yeah.
Let's see DJ right now. DJ, Darren Jones. Okay. Daniel Jones, how long he been in the league?
Same amount of time.
He's been in longer.
One last year, probably.
He's been in longer. So, first year, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Second year, 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Third year, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. 22, he had his best year with 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And
last year he got hurt.
Last year he got hurt, but look at this. Nasty work. 2 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He was on a trajectory to have a great, and then even this year, look, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You can't, it's not the same. It is not the same. It is not the same. Look, I wouldn't call my dog a bust. I'm just saying
I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm just saying he ain't $60 million worth.
Oh, snap. I understand what you're saying, but let's look. When you're looking at the games, right? If you look at, he lost to the Texans. There's only one game where he got blown out. Every game has been winnable. They lost to the Dolphins by 3. They lost to the Browns by 5. They lost to the Bills by a lot. And then the last week, they got a winnable game this week. They haven't been getting dogged. It's just they haven't been winning those close games. You know how those games be. You know how it is to win a close game.
But you can't keep losing when everything around you is winning.
But who do they got? Who do they got on offense?
They went in. That's what they got. They got Travis Etienne. Ingram has been out, but they got the young rookie Brian Thomas from LSU. They got Christian Kirk over there. They added your boy Gabe Davis. It's not like they don't have weapons.
But they don't. But they still trying to figure it out. They trying to figure it out.
Okay.
I'm just saying, got to figure. And that offensive line ain't been helping either. I'm just keeping it stat. But
I understand.
Definitely, we'll get into some picks in just a bit. But we got to talk about the NBA real quick. Towns gone.
Yeah.
Shipped to New York.
Yeah.
How you feel about that trade?
It's good for the Lakers. Good for the Lakers.
Why? I don't think the Lakers struggle with Minnesota though.
Yeah, I know, but that makes it even better. Good for Lakers. I feel like Minnesota problem with Towns is Rudy Gobert because he gives you nothing on offense, and he's really not that good of a defender. Like the more you watch him, and the more you listen to people who talk basketball, and the more they talk about him, he's really not that good of a defender.
No, he's not.
He's just 7'2.5", 7'3", and he just so happens to be around when he's around.
Yeah,
but he ain't. If when you're looking at him and you're looking at him one-on-one with Nikola Jokic, you're not worried. Like me and you talked about in the playoffs. Like how you got Rudy Gobert and you still doubling.
Yeah.
That ain't make sense, babe.
No, it don't.
And so then, right, so you lose Karl Anthony Towns because he was probably your stretch big. Julius Randle's best game is when he's attacking the rim downhill.
Yeah.
That's his best game. Can he shoot some outside jumpers? Yeah. But when Julius Randle is doing real work, it's being at that rim and attacking.
Yeah.
So all you're doing now, and you've made it a big point, Anthony Edwards' game hasn't fully expanded. We don't know, people come from
He said he's been working on the catch and shoot.
So, okay, so we got to see it. But right now, we're going to just leave it for what we know.
Yeah.
He's more of a mid-range assassin. His mid-range game is A1.
Yeah.
But he ain't really, stretching the floor like that. So it's like, what is your offense about to look like, bro? Because Rudy Gobert going to be down there, or that means he's not going to be playing.
Yeah.
And that means you'll be playing Nas Reed. So where you get the spacing, because Nas Reed adds the spacing. But if you put Nas Reed in Julius Randle, you got 2 6'9" dudes in your back in your back court. I mean in your front court, which means people just gonna be attacking the rim on you. So it's like
it's gonna be. I think they
for Minnesota. Now hold up. Now for New York, this is great.
Oh, New York gonna be tough.
This is great.
New York is about to be in the mix.
New York looks like Boston. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Their starting five is going to be Brunson. You're gonna have Brunson, OG Obinobi, Mikal Walker, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
You can start Josh Hart, and then you can start Karl Anthony Towns because Boston's basically playing an all guard lineup with Porzingis would be Horford because Porzingis will be back a little later. Yeah. But Brown, Tatum, and all that. So you can match up across the board because that's what you got him for. You can match up. Off the bench, you still got McBride. They added some. You'll still have your boy Robinson coming off the bench if you don't trade him. Yeah. So you'll have some back. So New York is looking is looking real good. It's just will Karl Anthony Towns mix up his game more, be more inside out rather outside in.
Yeah, for when I look at the trade, for sure New York won the trade.
Yeah, easy.
100%. I think this is a bad trade for Minnesota. I think if you was gonna get rid of anybody, you probably should have got rid of Gobert. But to now you have another person that really can't shoot the ball very, very well, and now you're putting all that pressure on Nas Reed, and you saw that sometimes he just was inconsistent. But, maybe this would be a role where he can step in and he can potentially be a starter. Maybe. I don't know. I know they can be dangerous.
They can't start him. You're not about to start him over Julius Randle.
No, but I'm saying like him and Julius, if they play a small lineup and they want to just get going and they take Gobert out, that may help them and they just run and gun. But right now, I feel like Minnesota got rid of a lot of offense. Even though Towns was inconsistent, that's still a walking 25 or 30 piece any given night.
And I mean, Julius Randle is going to match that production because Julius Randle was last year before he got hurt. He was at 25 and 8.
But again, it's different in the playoffs because when you can't when they shrink the floor and they make you a jump shooter, that is where you don't feel the most comfortable. I think again he can shoot, but that ain't his comfort. That's not his comfort. And what happened to Minnesota? They lacked depth in scoring, and now you got rid of one of a pivotal piece of scoring, and you expect it to be all on AE. And I know he got stronger, but you can't win with I because there's no I in team. He may go have the best offensive year ever, but will it be and will it lead to wins? We have to wait and see. It may be another situation where we got sort of like John Morant in Memphis, where you got one guy dominating and he's doing all the work, and then other guys, they show up sometimes, but they're not consistent, and he don't have a number two. And you got Jack, where he could be number two, but he's inconsistent. Minnesota now, we got rid of your number two. He even said it in his presence. He was pissed. You know, he's hurt. That was his brother. He loved Anthony. They had a nucleus. They got rid of him. It's crazy. I don't know how you get rid of somebody and he don't know about it. I don't know. Some of this stuff don't be. Some of this stuff don't be.
Nature of the business, baby.
Yeah, but
I ain't got to talk to you.
No, but if I'm supposed to be one of the franchise of this team, like I get it. You want to choose me over Town, cool, but I don't have no say. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
What you gonna do?
But anyway, it's gonna be interesting to see, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. But I love it because the East is gonna be crazy. You got Paul George over there now. You got Anthony Towns over there. You got Mikal Bridges. He was
Boston
over
defending.
Boston defending. You know, the East is gonna be tough. Orlando gonna be tough. They getting better.
Orlando's gonna be tough. For some odd reason, Milwaukee is just not being talked about. Like Giannis has died or something.
I know you still got Giannis. The East is nasty work
with Dame. Giannis still got Dame. Like it ain't like
they ain't got. So it's gonna be the East is gonna be must watch TV. The West, we got the Lakers for sure. We got the Nuggets as well. I don't know if the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets fall off, and we'll get into the next week. We're gonna talk more NBA for sure because we got to talk about these new teams because I think the Nuggets. They may take a back seat because they already lost their heart when they got rid of what's my man name that used to play for Indiana? What's his name? The guy that used to play for Indiana and he ended up coming in and helping them win.
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown. He was the heart, and now you got Russ. Russ is gonna be there to help, but I don't think he translates to winning basketball and winning games. I think the Nuggets. You still got Jokic, and we're gonna talk about it because there's some major shakeups. It's some you got Clay in Dallas. So a lot of basketball.
Memphis getting healthy. We're gonna see how that looks with them being healthy.
A lot of parity. That's what I see. I see a lot of parity this year.
Canadian and Zach Edey.
Yeah. So it's gonna be some good basketball. Let's get into these picks, man. I'm up 10. And it's looking like I'm trying to run away with it this year. This is my 4-peat right here. 4-peat. If I can win, look, talk that. If I beat my man Reasons, I may retire in picks. If I beat him this year, I beat him by land, I may retire in picks. I may go for 6. I may go for 6 and try to beat Tom Brady. Because all in all, this will be my 5th ring, y'all. This will be my 5th ring. If it continues to look like this, I'm going to win 5, talk that talk picks, and I'm 1 away from Jordan. I already got LeBron. I'm 1 away from Jordan. But anyway, let's get into these picks. Yeah, it's been 5 years, man. It's been 5 years. Only year I lost is with Jay.
That's 3 then. This will be 4.
It's 5. We've been doing it for 5 years, man. We've been doing it for a minute.
No, because Jay came year 2. He didn't come year 3.
He came year 3.
Came year 2.
Remember we was in COVID.
I know that
we
was
started
year 1.
before. No, we started.
Yeah, We started. So the COVID year was year one.
2019.
Then no, that's 2020. The COVID year was 2020.
Man,
so we did the COVID year, and then Jay came the next year.
No, because remember we started in
Because
2019.
remember you didn't go back to back. That's what you was talking about. Jay stopped your back to back.
And then I just went back to back. Because
so
Jay,
that's 3.
No, Jay been gone for 2 years, big dog. He been gone for 2 years.
Hey, I'm telling you, this is year 4. You've won. This is year 5, but you've won 3. You going for your 4th one.
The first one I won.
Then Jay. Then you went back to back.
I went back to back.
And now this is this year. That's still 5 years, babe. This is year 5.
This is year 5. It's 5.
So you're going towards 4.
Yes. It's year 5. It's year 5.
Year 5, and you're going towards 4. Yes.
I'm going towards 4. I'm trying to time my man LeBron. You know what I mean? I'm up 10. So let's get into these picks. I already won Thursday night. What we got going into the picks for? It's some good football.
The game you wanted. It's the game you wanted. Bills at Texans, 47.
Bills at Texans, 47.
Yeah, this is the game you wanted. It's the game you wanted. Because you want the revenge game. You want Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, this is a good game. I think even with Stephon Diggs, I think the way the Bills got manhandled last week, I think this is a comeback. Wait, hold on. I think Von Miller got suspended, right? Is he on?
Von Miller out 4 games.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a big foe. And they playing in Texas?
Playing in Houston.
47?
47.
I think this is a game where I like the Bills over on this one because I think even with the way they got their butt whipped last week, I think this is a bounce back game. They got to bounce back. If they don't bounce back, they're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in big trouble. And I like Houston at the crib. I really do. They find ways to win. I like Strauss, but I gotta go with the Bills on this one because of how they lost last week. And I think Josh Allen got to get them boys right. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do lose. So I got the Bills over.
I'm taking the Texans over. I think because I like the Bills because I feel the same way heading in. I'm looking at it like Bills got a lot to prove.
Yeah,
the Texans got a lot to prove too, and so this will be a big game. It's gonna be an emotional game for Stephon Diggs, and I think this is one of those things where the team really try to go out and win for him.
Yeah.
You feel me? And do what they can for him. So I'm going to take the Bills with the over.
All right. What we got next?
Next one. The only game, all the other ones is not up in the air. Raiders at Broncos, 36.
Ooh. Who you got?
I'm taking the squad. Trying to figure out if I want to take the over or the under. That's the only problem.
Where y'all playing?
It's in Denver. Denver ain't really been scoring. We ain't really been scoring. So 36 is always a low number.
So you going Raiders under or over?
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna take the over. Just feel like it's a rivalry game. Somebody has to be better.
Yeah. I feel like just to be different, I got a little wiggle room. I ain't gonna play safe. I think the Broncos at Broncos. This is a big game for the Broncos. I know y'all should win. Y'all a better team, but with a lot of the drama y'all got going right now, y'all going in Denver, playing at altitude. If y'all was in Las Vegas for sure, but in Broncos is tough.
They are.
Broncos is not a walkover team, and I think I'm gonna go with I'm going with the home team, baby. I'm going with the home team, and I don't know about y'all scoring points. Let me just look at something real quick. I just want to see their trajectory because I don't want to be wishful thinking about something that I ain't seen to happen. I just want to see real quick with the Broncos real quick. I just need to see both 2-2. Last game. Yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos over. I think they can get 36. They beat the Bucks, who we beat, and they beat them handily. I'm going Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos, and I believe that game. The reason why they didn't score a lot of points is because it was raining. But most of every game besides the Steeler game, and the Jets game, they put up 20 at least. Now, if they gonna win, they gonna put up some points. So I'm going Broncos at the crib. A good day in Denver. It's gonna be Broncos over. I'm going Broncos over on this one.
Next game, Cowboys at Steelers.
You know what's crazy? I wonder if y'all gonna win because we won. It's gonna be interesting because usually we win, y'all win. I want to see if it changes this week, and if it don't, then I gotta start paying attention to whoever wins. I'm gonna tell you that right now because that's how it usually be. I ain't gonna lie to you. We won. I was like, oh, this may be the week. I saw Cooper score that touchdown that got called back. I was like, oh, this the week. And so, I don't know. We won today. I'll be interested. If y'all win on Sunday, I'll be like, well, something ain't adding up, man. But it'd be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting. What we got?
We got Cowboys at Steelers 44.
Nasty work.
This is a nasty work game. And it's a nasty work game for the simple fact that I got the Steelers. But will the Steelers get a lead and then allow them to just start scoring at the end and they push them to the over? Or will the Steelers defense, stay locked in? Because Dallas this week is going on the road without Mekhi Parsons and Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Not Dexter Lawrence, yeah. They don't have neither one of their DNs.
Yeah.
They already can't stop the run.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was taking the Steelers. I'm just trying to figure out
44?
What? 44. Do I just take the over? That's my only thing. Because I was going Steelers, but I don't know if I want to take the over or not.
I'm gonna go Steelers over because with no defensive front, they ain't getting no stops. And the Steelers gonna run that ball. And I think they're gonna be able to. I think the Dallas Cowboys gonna put some points up. They're a good road team, but without their dogs on the road, that's gonna be a tough way to win. But I think they'll put up points. Even though the Steelers defense has been elite. Even though they lost
last
to
week,
Flacco, I think I'm going Steelers over.
Yeah, I got the Steelers over too. And then the last one, Saints at Chiefs 43. Chiefs ain't been scoring, man.
But this is one of those games they're gonna score. I think they're gonna score on this one. Who you got, the Saints over?
Nah. Can't trust the Saints on the road. It's not nobody. I can't trust them on the road, man. They're gonna have to prove to me that they going on the road. Can't trust the Saints on the road. Can't do it. I want to.
You should.
Nah, I can't trust them on the road, man. If this was New Orleans, if this was the home game, I'd have took them.
Yeah,
for sure. On the road, I can't trust them on the road, man. They got to show when they can win on the road, and they got to go on the road next week.
So who you got?
I got the Chiefs with the over.
Man,
I can't trust them boys on the road, man. Cannot.
Saints are tough.
They are. It's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna tell you that now.
I feel like this is one of those games the Chiefs go 4-1. But I can't pick the Saints. I just can't. I'm sorry. You got to stand on business. I would lose a championship standing on business. That's just me. It's just one of those things. Like I can't pick the Saints. I think the Saints, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going Chiefs over. But I think the Saints are gonna win this game. But I can't pick them because I think this is a game that the Chiefs are going to struggle. The Saints is not a bad team. They play really, really great disciplined football. And even though they lost two times, they lost to the Eagles, which was a close game, and they lost to us, which was a close game. The Chiefs is not that dominant, and they playing at home. They just lost their big dog, and I think they like I said,
I'm not disagreeing. All that makes sense. It's just hard for me to trust the Saints on the road. Listen,
it's a big whirlwind for them. They need to win this game.
Kansas City is a house of horrors for Derek Carr outside of the one time one. And it's a house of horrors for DC, man. Yeah. House of horrors. It just, when we get to Kansas City, is just not a good place for him.
Yeah.
He's got one win in KC in his career.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be win number 2. But I can't pick them because it just can't. We just can't pick them. They division rivals. We don't get along with them, you know. So I definitely. That's why I thought you'd pick them. You know, you go Chiefs because you're a Raider.
Nah, I can't because I can't trust the Saints on the road. I told you, if this was the Saints at home, I'd have took them. Just like when I took the Falcons at home against the Chiefs.
Yeah, you know, you can't pick us because when you pick us, we lose. Every time you picked us, we lost.
I've only picked y'all once.
No, we picked us twice. We had 2 games.
What was the other game?
The first one we played Monday night against the Eagles. No.
I didn't pick y'all.
No, you didn't pick us, right?
No.
You picked the Eagles. Yeah, we won that game. Every game you picked us, every game you picked us, we lost.
It's only been 1 game, so you can't even go off that theory.
That's a big theory because you didn't pick us this week. And what happened? We won. And you know what's crazy? Every game has been on some kind of outlandish, wild endings.
What?
It's been on some wild endings. So at the end of the day, you can't pick us. Every time you pick us, we lose. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to keep not picking us. So that's good. That's real good. But anyway, I got Chiefs over. And so this could be a crazy week. If I can win the Bills game and I can win the Broncos game, we break even. That means I go up. Wow, 14. Coming back from 14 gonna be tough, my God. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I've never been up this much. I've been up probably like 5 or 6. But double digits is tough. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Double digits is tough. So it's gonna be good. I like I said, I'm humble. The games could go either way. I could have lost tonight for sure. But we found a way to win. Could have lost I didn't lose the Raven game. I wasn't gonna lose that. But anyway, that is gonna do it for today's show. Final thoughts, my dog.
Nah, man, we just out here. I got a bye week this week from coaching.
Yeah.
So get to chill this Saturday. We're doing celebration of life for moms.
Got you.
Because her birthday was on
Monday. Yeah, that's at the park, right?
I definitely invited him.
Yeah.
So at the park. So bring your own food.
Yeah. So we're doing that Saturday.
What park is it at again?
I don't know the name of the park, but the park, Orchard Park off of Herndon and what's that?
Herndon.
Not Blythe. Herndon is something.
Gotcha.
I pass by the park all the time on that side of town.
Yep, I feel it. All right, for sure dig. I'll slide to what time to start again?
Start at 1, about 1 to 7.
All right.
I think we slide to church on Sunday too.
You putting up to our church again?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay, well let me know. Sure. You already know the vibes.
And then because the Raider game not on TV this week, so
yeah,
I got to go to a bar again
and
catch
on TV?
the game. Nah, man, because the Niners. Hey, excuse me. I'm on. Thank you. The Niners was on Fox too.
Got you.
So they're gonna show the Niners over the Raiders. So I gotta head up to the bar.
Sorry about that.
To watch the game again.
But anyway, man, that is going to do it for this week. I get to chill. Yeah. I don't got to watch no football. My team already played. We got 10 days off, and then we got the Panthers, baby. But y'all stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always remember to talk that talk. Until next time, peace.
Say peace, Jack. Say peace.
No.
Peace.
No.
All right, boy.